Now you know my rule, Kenny. If I don't have it in my van, I don't put it up on my website. DOT approved, seat swivels. I have the Sprinters and I have the Transits in stock and ready to rock. If your van is showing up right now, there's a good chance you ordered it, especially a Sprinter. You ordered it with cruise control, adaptive lane assist, swivel seats, in-dash DVD player, and then your van shows up with nothing. Why is that happening? Because they don't have it in stock. I ordered a van with all sorts of nice stuff, actually this van right behind me, and it showed up with, guys, I almost had to roll up the windows by hand. Let's get into the unboxing of the sweet swivels. Right over here, the 4 Transits. Let's push those off the side. Kenny, let's come right over here. Inside here, Kenny, just took the top off. I've got all the nuts and bolts to attach it. Stainless steel, as you know, best in the business. The brake repositioning thingamadoodler right here. Let's take a look at this, Kenny. I'm gonna take her out of the box. Okay, I'll put this over here to the side. And let's see what we got here, Kenny. Kenny, I knew these fancy dancy scissors would come in handy. Okay. I mean, awfully heavy, Kenny. I mean, look at the construction on this guy right here, Kenny. Super thin. Let's go ahead and just take a look and see the total thickness of what we're dealing with here. Okay, the total rise is going to be, and then I'll go ahead and bring it up here. It's 0.8 inches, Kenny. So less than an inch, 0.8 of an inch height raised on this DOT approved seat swiveler. This is the release right here, super nice. It's on the side. A lot of swivels, and I've tried them all, guys. I honestly have things in the back, things on the front. You got a lift, you got a screw. This is just right here. It's the red handle. Okay, in order to do this install today, Kenny, we're gonna need a few things. We need a 17 metric T40 right there, and we also need a number 10 on the metric side. And if you have one of these dope Milwaukee deals, it really is going to make your life super simple. So just remember that on the seat base itself, there are 2 spikes in the rear that will need to be cut off right above the tapered end of this spike. You're going to cut that off just so you can see here, Kenny, it actually hinders the ability for the swivel to swivel. It makes a swivelly a non-swivelly. Guys, honestly, not brain surgery. We've got a total of 4 bolts holding down the seat. We have the 10 right here. More power, Kenny. And all we're gonna do is go ahead and take those off. Okay. First 2 are removed. There is a little pin set in here for the electric seats. Seat disconnect, check. Go ahead and pull the seat up to the front position, Kenny. Bang. Okay, guys, 4 bolts removed in somewhere under 1 minute. Okay, Kenny. We're going to remove this dealio. Sprinter driver side seat swivel, less than an inch thick. It's right here. We're going to go ahead and put that through the hole. You can keep that foam gasket on there. I just don't. So I just do it without. And that way, if you actually have to do anything in here, it makes it a little bit easier. I'm gonna try to do this without impeding the view, but we've got a 16 here. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on my Milwaukee. This is just for the brake. I'm just gonna loosen it up real quick. Put my T40 on my trusted Milwaukeers. Yeah, so this is the repositioning bracket for the emergency brake for the Mercedes Sprinter. So this will actually reposition it to drop it so it's out of the way so that you can use your swivel as you'd like to. So we're basically only moving it about 1.5 inches down from its current location. So just think of this as a little bracket that just helps move this into a better location for you. Now these little things fell off, Kenny. So let's go like that. And let's go like that. Put those back on. And Kenny, before we put the swivel seat on, let's make sure that the brake works. Everything works nice and as correct as humanly possible. All right, so that's in, Kenny. We've got the seat swivel here, and we are going to put it over where it's going to be positioned. And we want to make sure that we open up the seat swivel with the red so that we can move the seat base around. Now, it's very hard to actually reposition it when you don't have it bolted down. So just move it just a little bit so you can get access to the actual bolt locations. Now, if you remember earlier, we took out a foam gasket seat protector that was in here. You have the option of keeping that in here or taking it off. Just sort of depends on what you'd like to do. I'm gonna go ahead and take mine out. For me, it's easier that I have access to any of the electronics in here if I need to easily be able to get to them. You'd want to definitely keep this covered if you had small dogs or children, because there is electrical stuff underneath these seats. But for right now, I have it off. There's a little bit of room here that allows you to get in and check on things. We've got a long one, a short one, and a bolt, okay? Very important, the long one goes into the seat base, short one goes up into the seat. Long one into the seat base, short one up into the seat. Let's go through it. Let's go ahead and do the long one first. I'm gonna go ahead and use my T40 bit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. Make sure you're going in, not out. Okay, now we're going to use the short one with the bolt into the actual seat itself. So we're going to go up through. We're going to start it with our hand. Okay, once it hits the lock nut portion of it, we're going to put our a wrench on. Make sure you have it locked. Okay, and then make sure you then get that nice and tight with your wrench. Okay, so long one, short one, make sure it's nice and tight. Put them all in first and then come back one more time to make sure it's super tight all the way around. Or I'm going to go ahead and tighten it up all around the seat. I'm then going to jump over to the passenger side, put in the passenger side, and then I'll bring Kenny back and we'll go through the whole thing and show you how they actually work and operate, and show you how they look inside this brand new Sprinter. We're going to start with one. You go ahead and put this guy in. Just put it in a little bit. Then we're going to go counter side right here. You go a little bit further in that time, and then we'll go to the other one just to make sure it's all squared up. That one goes in all the way. Don't tighten her down just yet though. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, on that last one, we'll go ahead and just give her one squeeze tight, and then we'll come back at the end and get her ship shape. Now that this is in, let's go ahead and take a look at how the swivelly works. Boom. Okay, right there. Okay, but we got to put the we're gonna have to put the seat on. So we're gonna put this at halfway. We're gonna swivel it around halfway, and then I'm gonna put this down just a little bit, like right into here, so it's not in the way. I don't want to catch it on anything. And we're gonna go ahead and reposition the seat onto the new seat swivel, Kenny.
All right, Kenny, driver's side swivel is completely in. Passenger side swivel is in as well. But I wanted to take a moment to point out something pointy. On the actual seat base itself, not the swivel, the seat base, it has 2 pins that come down from the actual seat base through the swivel. You'll see it actually goes from the seat base, it protrudes through the swivel, and then it actually will hit the lower portion of the swivel. You can see here, Kenny, it actually hinders the ability for the swivel to swivel. So we'll go ahead and take care of that right now. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to cut it off here, but just remember that it's probably just easier to cut it off at your workbench when you have the seat. I just did this to show you guys why you have to do it. It's always best to know why you have to do something before you do it.
All right, guys, swivels are in. It's probably about a 45-minute job. If you've done it, if you've already done this once and you're doing it your second time, it's probably a 30-minute job. Super straightforward, 8 bolts, real easy. Cut off the pins underneath, super easy. The super nice thing about these swivels is they're offset to the middle, which means that they'll swing around the B pillar without hitting if you have the seat in the right position. So basically, all you're gonna do is push this lever back to unlock the seat, okay? And then if you slide it out, you'll notice it's not hitting the B pillar, and you can slide all the way around, okay? So you don't have to move the seat in any weird funky position because the rotation is off here to the middle. So I'll go ahead and put this one back, okay? And you'll notice when it locks in, Kenny, the red bar will lock into place. So this seat is locked in. And then I'll go ahead and I'll sit down into the passenger seat here and I'll rotate it around. So notice I'm rotating off the center, right over here to the middle. And then there I am, right here, Kenny. So I'm here, okay? It's not locked. This is as far over as it goes. And then I can just go ahead and spin all the way around, okay? Right in to the front position. And then here I am, Kenny. I'm over here. Follow me over here, Kenny. Check your boy out. Was it magic? Some people say it's magic. Just a little thing called a swivel seat, okay? Just a little something I do over here at Nomadic Cooling. Now guys, these are the intro to the swivel seats for the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van 2021. But we also have these in stock for the Ford Transit. Easy install, super self-explanatory. We just don't have any instructions online, so I thought this little tutorial of how to install your swivelly seats for your Mercedes-Benz Sprinter or your ProMaster would be helpful. Guys, if you want to go further in comfort with swivel seats, do me a favor and give Nomadic Cooling a call today.